Welcome to the 69th installment of Tell Em Alejandro, your number one place for sports, cars, video games, fitness. If you're a man, you're here. Miss Alejandro about to tell him.
What you about to tell him, Alejandro?
I'm about to tell you about the Indiana Pacers' underwhelming performances versus the Miami Heat.
Tell him, Alejandro!
This episode is for the 3 remaining people that are still watching this series. As I predicted, this series seems to be coming to an end in 6 games. The Miami Heat hold a 3 games, 2-2 lead over the Indiana Pacers. And for me, personally, this series was kind of whack. And I blame the Indiana Pacers. Last year in 2013, the Pacers and the Heat played. It went to 7 games. That series was popping, man. And this year, the Pacers are just not playing like they want to win. And it's upset me. It's driven me right off the bandwagon. And basically, I was rooting for the Pacers to beat the Heat because I don't like the Heat. And anybody who's trying to beat the Heat, I'm with it. Let's go to Game 3, please, because I covered Games 1 and 2 already. If you ain't check it out, make sure you check it out. Game 3. The Pacers lost Game 3, 87-99. Now, this upset me, this loss specifically, because the Pacers were up 37-22 in the second quarter. They were up by 15 points, and they allowed the Heat to come back and steal the game from them right up under the nose. So I'm upset with them. Game 4, the Pacers got smacked. They got manhandled. They lost this game 90-102. Now in this game, I think Chris Bosh had his best game for Game 4. He dropped 25 points on 7 of 12 shooting. 3 for 5 from the 3-point line, 8 for 10 from the free throw line. And also Chris Bosh had a lightning, shocking, fiery first quarter. Then, of course, he passed that fiery torch to LeBron James, who just destroyed the Indiana Pacers. In this game, Game 4, somebody help Roy Hibbert. I like Roy Hibbert a lot. He's born in Queens, New York. Shout out to him. He's half Trinidadian like me, but this dude loves to pull disappearing acts. I got a new nickname for Roy Hibbert. It's Houdini.
Houdini me, Houdini me, Houdini me, Houdini me.
This game, Game 4, this is the 4th time in the postseason that he's gone scoreless. I don't understand it. He's 7'2", almost 300 pounds. One game, he'll dominate, look like a big dude. The next game, he'll vanish and look like a little dude. It don't make no sense to me. Roy Hibbert, step it up, son. Now, Lance Stephenson. I like Lance Stephenson. That's my man's Brooklyn's finest. Brooklyn. But he did a lot of trash talk in this series. I like that. I like people who talk trash. You're supposed to talk trash and be confident in your ability. All this preparation that you do, show up. That's the problem, though. He didn't show up. At least not until Game 5. He showed up in a different way. Anyway, let's go to Game 5, shall we? Indiana Pacers won Game 5, 93-90. This was a special game for the Indiana Pacers because last game in Game 4, the Pacers felt like the Miami Heat got all the fouls called, which is true. They always get the fouls called. But hey, you got to earn it, right? Now in Game 5, the Pacers got all the fouls called. These refs say, oh yeah. They were hell-bent on making sure LeBron James couldn't play. They gave LeBron James 5 fouls, man. LeBron was only able to play a measly 24 minutes. A game is 48 minutes. That's half. And he only scored 7 points. And still, the Pacers only won by 3 points. That's why I feel unconvinced that they're going to do anything for the remainder of this series. Also, Paul George had a monster game, and probably because he didn't have to guard LeBron James throughout the game, he had 37 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 steals. Shout out to him. And out of that 37 points, 21 of those points came in the 4th quarter. That's big time, so I salute that. But it's like, Pauly, you should have been showing up throughout the series. If you've been playing hard the way that you did in that 4th quarter, maybe your team wouldn't be down 3-2 right now. Just saying. Also, the Pacers allowed Rashard Lewis to drop 6 3-pointers on them. Rashard Lewis has not been balling since Dwight was with the Orlando Magic. Are y'all serious? How y'all let him drop 6 threes on y'all? I know he's wet, but come on. This is the first time he's seen action off the bench in years. Also, Birdman didn't even play for the Heat. He's injured. The Pacers had to worry about Wade and his old knees, and they let that slow them down? That's crazy. Pacers, y'all gotta step it up. Let's talk about Lance Stephenson. Last night, Game 5, Lance Stephenson decided, you know what? He's going to get under the Miami Heat skin by hook or by crook. And apparently, he had a little secret for LeBron James that he had to tell LeBron right in his ear. As you can see, LeBron found it quite funny. I did too. And also, Lance got in the huddle of the Miami Heat coach and the Miami Heat players, trying to listen to the next play, find out what's going on. Lance is trying to do whatever he can do to try and get a win for his team. I don't blame him, especially with all the trash talking that he's been doing towards LeBron James. He got to show up. I do want Lance, please, for real, Lance, listen to me. Stop flopping, for real. That annoys me. I don't like when LeBron James flops. I don't like when any NBA player flops. One of my peoples, Russell Westbrook, never flops. He always goes hard. Lance, I want you to be in that area where I like my players. Westbrook, I like my JaVale McGee. Don't flop, for real. That's annoying. And the way that he's flopping, he's faking contact. He's on the ground, flailing his arms. He's not even getting up. There was even a play when Roy Hibbert was trying to pick him up. It's like, come on, Lance, stop flopping. Focus more on the game. You can keep trash talking, but put up some numbers, please. Keep it up. And as for this series, like I said before, I predicted it to be over in 6. I think it's a wrap. Even if the Heat do lose Game 6, the Heat will probably win Game 7. I'm sorry, Pacers. I don't think y'all got what it takes to get this W. There you have it, folks. The Indiana Pacers still trying to make this a series, but I would love for them to pull out the W. I don't think it's going to happen. How do you think things are shaping up? Are you one of the last 3 people still watching this series? Tell them in the comments. Tonight's bow tie is brought to you by Countess Mara. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Tune in for more sports, cars, video games, fitness, and all that. Follow at Em Alejandro to hear my immediate reaction to live sports events. Or if you want to hear me cover a certain team and topic, tell them. Outro music! Yeah. I would love for the Pacers to win this series because I feel like OKC is going to smoke the Spurs. And I feel like OKC could beat the Pacers. It'd just be easy for OKC to win the championship if the Pacers beat the Heat. But let's face it, Pacers ain't going to beat the Heat. And I'm not 100% certain that OKC can beat the Heat. But we'll have to wait and see how things play out. In the meantime, let's get it.